putting together the first TEDx only by students. So me and of course another group of students, we gathered together and we're capable of pulling it off. A huge event with a lot of it involved funding, licensing, organization for months and months.
So the moment that I realized that I was capable of more than I thought of was my first time participating in Hult Prize.
After receiving the Hult Scholar Grant, now as a senior, I know that I've earned my place here and that I can do anything that I put my mind to.
When I passed my CFA Level 1 exam while balancing full-time academics and my job as an RA,
understood I was more able to speak a language that I was not using before.
When I became president of the HSA, I had so many things in my plate that I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to accomplish everything that I wanted. However, as a team, we made it.
A time at Hult that I thought that I could do anything was when I was an orientation leader this past fall.
A moment where I thought I was capable of doing much more here at Hult would be Hult Prize.
I think in 10 years, I'm calling my coach Karen and I'm telling her that this is what's going on. And I hope I'm telling her, hey, did you see my cover of 30 Under 30 and Forbes?
The person I'm going to keep contact for the next 10 years is going to be Jorge, my roommate.
And someone I'll be calling 10 years from now is Aisha. She's such a girl's girl, and I feel like we all need that type of girl in our life.
who I'll be calling in 10 years, it's probably my co-RAs and Randy as a pro staff.
Alessandro, Ace, Avi, and Pascal, because we share an amazing journey.
Apart from Juanca, of course, I'll call Fer, Anasof, Cami, Dala, and Dani. I became so close to them that I started to see them as my younger sisters.
And someone in my graduating class that I'm going to talk to 10 years down is Juhi.
One of my best friends, Morena, and my coach, Mina.
So when I see the students come across the stage accepting the diplomas, the first thing I think about is all the memories I've had with a lot of these students that are going by. And also that I hope their time in Boston was just a great experience for them. I mean, we're quite a diverse city here, and obviously they had all the exposure to their teams of diversity during the different courses. So that's one of the first things that really comes across my mind when I see them go across the stage. So I saw many students go through some real challenges over the past 3 or 4 years, and I was really, really impressed with how they could handle the adversity, whether it was a family member back at home that's going through a health challenge, or just their own personal struggles or challenges that they've been able to persevere and really be resilient to get through this and to end up here today accepting the diploma on the stage.
Please rise and remain standing to welcome Hult International Business School's faculty, administration, special guests, and the class of 2026.
Good afternoon. It's my great pleasure to welcome you, our 2026 graduates, your parents, your friends, your families, our president, Dr. Matt Lilley, our executive vice president and provost, Dr. Mona Dhillon, our executive vice president and global dean of undergraduate programs, Dr. Martin Bohm, our guest speaker, Ted Lee, our student speaker, Aviral, and my distinguished colleagues on our faculty and staff. My name is Niland Mortimer, and I'm the Dean of the Boston Undergraduate Program. Over the past 4 years, I've had the honor of watching each of you grow from first-year students, often experiencing a new country and culture, turn into confident, knowledgeable young adults, well prepared to take your next steps as your career plans unfold. It's been a very special pleasure for me personally, having taught nearly all of you in our various core modules and marketing classes. You're not just faces in this auditorium. I know of you as students that I've respected and admired. This is one of the benefits of a student-centered university such as Hult. One of our graduates recently wrote to me saying, here at Hult, I found professors who believed in students more than their grades, who saw potential in people and encouraged them to believe in themselves. This is genuine affirmation of the commitment of all my faculty and staff colleagues here to the well-being and advancement of you, our students. We truly care for you. I know that as graduates, you're entering a global economy destabilized by many new uncertainties. We all know what these uncertainties are. I don't have to enumerate them. Yet I also know that you're as well prepared to face and tackle these uncertainties as any generation of graduates. When I graduated from college many years ago, my country was still disrupted by a war in Southeast Asia. When my father graduated, he entered an economy that had been completely changed by World War II. My grandfather entered college having come directly from the devastations of the First World War. None of us can connect the dots going forward. There are always uncertainties. What your education here at Hult has given you is the freedom to decide your own next journey. That's the value of a real education. You get to decide what has meaning in your life and what doesn't. You're well prepared to take your next steps as your plans unfold, whether it's returning home to join a family business, pursue a graduate degree, continuing in the USA on an OPT internship, or take your first job in a career of your choice. Hult has given you the academic foundation and the professional experiences to succeed in all of these endeavors. These are your choices. When you choose, choose wisely, with an open mind and open heart. Never settle. Why should you settle for what currently exists? And why should you believe anyone who tells you something can't be done? The young founders of Airbnb were told by a leading Silicon Valley startup lad that their idea was foolish, that no one would ever want to sleep in someone else's bed. They thought differently and disrupted the entire lodging industry. The co-founder of Apple said, quote, all the best things that I ever did at Apple came from A, not having money, imagine, Apple never having money, and B, not having done it before. Every single thing that we came out of that was really great, I'd never done that before in my life. So question everything, and then use the knowledge and the insight learned at Hult to forge your own answers. Discover your own directions. Commit yourself to causes greater than yourself, greater than the way you wound up being. And there you'll find true meaning in the life you want to live. I know that if you worship money and things, if that's where you tap real meaning in life, then you'll never have enough. You'll never feel you have enough. Today, you now join more than 35,000 Hult alumni around the world in our common community of shared experience and support. These bonds and the friendships that you've formed with your classmates from so many countries or among the most lasting benefits of your educational journey. Teaching engenders intense relationships, yet has transience built in. The sign of our success is its ending, seeing you here as graduates, taking leave of your time with us here in Boston. Before I went to business school, I was an English major with a graduate degree in literature. So please forgive me for ending this talk with a literary reference. At the closing of John Milton's great epic poem, Paradise Lost, Adam and Eve look back at the Garden of Eden with these thoughts. Some natural cheers they dropped, but wiped them soon. The world was all before them, where to choose their place of rest, and Providence their guide. They hand in hand with wandering steps and slow, through Eden took their solitary way. Though you might be shedding some tears, and I've seen some over the past couple weeks, unlike Adam and Eve, you're always welcome back at Hult to all of our campuses, now and forever. We hope you'll be a frequent visitor. Stay in touch with us and with your fellow classmates, and celebrate this graduation day with the pride and the distinction that you deserve. And now it's my pleasure to introduce our Hult president, Dr. Matt Lilley.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Dean Niland. I'm afraid I don't have any poetry for you, but we'll get through it. Look, it's a huge privilege and a pleasure and a joy to be here with you on this special day when we gather to celebrate everything that you've accomplished during your time with us at Hult. Families and friends, if you've come a long distance or a short one, and to everybody watching online around the world, you are all very welcome, and we hope you enjoy the day. Graduates, I want to start by congratulating every single one of you. You're graduating today with a degree from one of the world's top business schools, and that's an achievement that I hope you are proud of. Like anything worth celebrating, it didn't come easy. Our programs are designed to be challenging, intense, uncomfortable, ambiguous, just like the world of work. You did not do it alone. We all rely on the support of family and friends in different ways, be it financial, emotional, practical. I really encourage each of you to take a few moments on this special day to express your gratitude to someone who has supported you. I know how much they will appreciate it. Similarly, on stage behind me and around the building today are some of the faculty and staff of Hult who've played such an important role in your journey. I would like to thank each and every one of them for their dedication, talent, and passion for what they do in helping you to get to this milestone. Hult Boston team, you have my gratitude and admiration, and I know our graduates feel the same. This is the last of 5 graduation ceremonies taking place this month across the Hult network. It's a reminder that we really are a global community, both when you're in school and once you move to the next phase of your life and career. And I'd just like to spend a few moments looking back on what you've done and how it's going to help you in the future. So our promise to you is that you would not only learn the fundamentals of strategy, finance, marketing, but that you would also develop the skills and mindset needed to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Our challenge-based approach means that you've worked with real companies to solve real problems. You've not just read business theory, you've seen and experienced how real work gets done. That kind of immersive learning is invaluable. And now, as you prepare to enter a world shaped by artificial intelligence and constant disruption, those core human skills that you've developed and practiced here at Hult will set you apart. In your debates with classmates, you learn to open yourself to new perspectives, building emotional intelligence. In your project teams, you've learned that collaboration and communication are essential to getting things done, and that you get better at both of them the more you practice. The diversity of our student body has forced you to work with people whose perspective is different from yours. That experience makes you more adaptable, empathetic, and ready to lead in any setting. Now, a word about what comes next. In a few minutes, you'll walk across this stage and receive your degrees, becoming part of our community of more than 35,000 Hult alumni living and working in almost every country on earth. Being an active part of this network will benefit you throughout your career. The more you put into this community, the more you will get back. Please stay in touch, support each other, and use the Hult network to continue learning and growing. It's customary at this point to offer you some advice. I suppose the first bit of advice is don't listen too much to other people's advice. Usually it tells you more about them than it does about you. But I'm going to do it anyway. So my advice is about plans. Look, if you're leaving here today with a firm plan of what you want to do next, that's great, and I really wish you every success in executing your plan. If you don't have a plan, like me when I was in your position, that's great too, because life is long. The world changes, opportunities change, and you will change. Some of the best things that have happened to me in my career, like standing right here, were not things that I'd ever planned for. And so my advice is in 3 bits. First, even if you have a plan, be open to a change of path. Sometimes the plan that you formed won't be right for you anymore. Sometimes you just didn't know what was going to be possible when you made it. If you're open to switching to a better plan and you've got a good framework for deciding what better means, you'll have so many more options in life. Second, give yourself the best possible chance to know about different opportunities. Network, ask questions, read widely. Be curious, be positive, be optimistic. Say yes, even when you don't know how you're going to do something or you don't feel like doing it. Some of the most exciting opportunities come up by accident. So do your best to maximize the probability of those accidents happening to you. And third, finally, the most important bit, whatever you're doing now or in the future, do it as well as you can. We all worry about the impact that AI will have on the workplace, which jobs will still exist, which skills will be the most important. And honestly, nobody knows for sure. But one thing will not change, and that is that the best opportunities will tend to come to people who are exceeding expectations and have a good reputation. Whether you like it or not, you do not always get to choose which piece of your work people will judge you by. So make sure that everything you do is the best possible advert for yourself. Finally, to the class of 2026, stay open-minded, be curious, embrace change. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Though this might feel like an ending, I promise you it's only the beginning. Carry that Hult spirit into everything you do. Let the curiosity, resilience, and humanity you've cultivated here guide you through whatever you do next. Congratulations, everyone. Life can be pretty fast sometimes, so please do pause to enjoy this special day and that sense of achievement that you only get from accomplishing something that was difficult. Do keep in touch. Now, I would like to ask our Provost, Dr. Mona Dhillon, to come to the podium to continue our ceremony. Well done, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Lilley. Graduates and guests, it is my honor to present this year's Hodges Scholar Award. This award honors Dr. Stephen Hodges, who served as president of Hult International Business School for 16 years, from 2006 to 2022, when he left to start a new venture. During his tenure, Hult grew to become a truly global institution with campuses across 3 continents, more than 3,000 students studying each year, and a worldwide alumni network of more than 35,000 graduates. Under his leadership, Hult became the first triple accredited business school in the United States and is consistently ranked among the top business schools in the world. Dr. Hodges' entrepreneurial spirit, persistent focus on innovation, unparalleled work ethic, belief in the power of practical learning, and commitment to academic rigor came to embody the Hult ethos. Dr. Hodges exemplifies true leadership. Throughout his 16-year tenure at Hult, he celebrated Hult's successes with tremendous pride. While in more challenging times, he brought strength, optimism, and an unwavering belief in Hult and its people. In recognition of his extraordinary leadership and contributions to Hult, we established the Hodges Scholar Award in 2022. The award reflects the drive, determination, and relentless pursuit of excellence that have characterized Dr. Hodges' leadership. Those same qualities are embodied by our Hodges Scholars, students whose discipline, perseverance, and commitment have led them to achieve the highest GPA in their program globally. Today, it is my privilege to recognize our 2026 Hodges Scholars. From the entire 2026 class of over 1,600 Hult graduates across all campuses and all programs, 28 graduates have earned the Hodges Scholar Award, and 7 are here with us today. And all 7 of our awardees here have earned a perfect 4.0 GPA. When I call your name, please rise and stay standing until I have called all 7 names. And if there are any family members or guests of our Hodges Scholars here with us today, I request you to also please rise and stay standing. Graduating today with a Bachelor of Business Administration, Anna Maria Koshkovskaya. Bharati Shri Kosaraju. Clementine Charvet. Cristina Ramirez Libertea. Juan Camilo Velasco Navas. Mia Pena. And I understand she could not join us today, but hopefully she's watching, Sofia Iguaran Mogolon. Anna Maria, Bharati, Clementine, Christina, Juan Camillo, Mia, and Sofia. Congratulations on this extraordinary academic achievement. To honor you today, you will be leading your graduating class for the degree conferral ceremony. And at the conclusion of the ceremony, in a few days, you will receive a personal letter of recognition from our president, Dr. Matt Lilley. We wish you all the best as you embark on your next journey and look forward to hearing of your future success as Hult alumnus. Let's give them all one more round of applause, everyone. Thank you. I now invite Dean Niland back to the podium.
It's It's my great pleasure to introduce our 2026 commencement speaker, Ted Lee. In the world of tech startups, we often hear the term serial entrepreneur. Well, Ted is the genuine article. From his first successful ventures in California, Ted has built a career on launching successive tech solutions that generate value for businesses, for his customers, and people. I first met Ted 18 years ago in San Francisco, and I get to call Ted my friend, when he was launching Annuity Systems, a software-as-a-service pay-for-performance platform that drove increased margins for many clients. Following his move to Boston, the insights learned from Annuity Systems led directly to Ted's current business, SmarTrak.ai, a revolutionary multi-vendor AI platform that helps Cisco partners turn their customer data into actionable business data that drives profitable growth for them and true competitive advantage. Ted has not only been a friend of mine, but he's been a friend of Hult's. In 3 separate courses, Ted has been our business client, defining challenges for our student teams to tackle. Some of you might have been in one of Ted's classes. From one marketing challenge focused on selling the complexities of SmarTrak business to technology value-added resellers, a very challenging business problem in and of itself, Ted provided a Hult undergrad with a full-time internship based on her work in the class. In the course I regard as the most original Hult has ever offered, Philosophy 215, Creative Problem Solving, Ted and his business partner provided the intellectual foundations that allowed our students to develop solutions for their own novel business ideas in a country of their choice. It was truly remarkable. Ted gives back to helping others as much as the ventures have given him. Now let me turn this over to Ted to describe his own personal and professional journey. Ted.
Thank you, Dean Mortimer, for those kind words. President Lilley, distinguished faculty, family, friends, honored guests, and most of all to you, the graduates of 2026, good afternoon and congratulations. It's really amazing. You know, I was really moved by those congratulatory messages from your family and your friends, and I think about all of the countries that you all have come from around the world. You left your family, your friends, everything that was familiar to you to come here to Hult, where you had to bet on yourselves. How did you all get here? Well, I'll tell you, you had to believe in yourselves. And you had 4 years, and really your whole lifetime for that matter, where you were working to get to where you sit today. So honestly, who am I to be standing up here and talking to any of you with all these accomplished people that I'm around, including yourselves now? And I think it's a great question. And my 13-year-old daughter the other day, Phoebe, asked me this exact question. We were driving in the car and she said, she was telling me this, I have this believe to succeed attitude, and I sort of indoctrinate my children with this. And I told her that that's it. And she said, what? And I said, well, I'm giving a commencement address and I'm actually going to use that, so thank you. And she interrupted me and said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, no offense, Dad, but why would they choose you? So, honestly, it was a fair question, but here's the truth. As Professor or Dean Niland said, I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a CEO. I've raised money. I've had a successful exit. I'm currently running a growing and profitable technology company. But truly, I'm a father and I'm a husband, and I'm not going to pretend to be anything more than that. And I suppose I'm up here because of one thing, and that's because I believe that anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish. And I really want you all to know that as you walk out after today. I've only got a few things for you today, so let me just get right to them. 1, believe in yourselves, especially when no one else does. I'm going to tell you a quick story, not because it's about me, because I want you to see that adversity is actually part of the process, not a sign that you're doing anything wrong. A few years ago, we started SmarTrak, and it was literally an idea that we had scribbled on a piece of paper in a restaurant down on the South Shore, not far from here. And a couple of months in, my wife looked at me and said, "So what is the plan if this doesn't work out?" And I looked at her and I said, after 20 years working for myself, you don't expect me to get a job. No one's going to hire me. So I wasn't joking. There was no other plan. There was no backup job. So I found an investor who believed in it as well, and I raised $1 million. And 12 short months later, I was sitting across the table from him, and I was there to ask him for more money. We had about $100,000 left in the bank, just a couple of months of burn rate. And actually, I'll tell you, so my family is up there behind these bright lights somewhere, and I'm not sure they knew exactly how close that came. But I got to my investor and I said, look, there are so many amazing things we're going to do. We've got margins, we're going to have customers and sales and all these amazing things. And I believed every single one of these things. And he looked at me, and I'll never forget what he said. He said, "Ted, I have no idea what you're trying to tell me, but I can tell you this. I trust in you, and I know you're going to make this work because you believe it so badly." He wrote us a check for another $1 million that day, and our company was saved, and more importantly, the dream was still alive. Right, Amy? Up there. So a couple of months later, we landed our first customer. 12 months later, we were profitable. And today, our company is thriving. We serve some of the biggest names in our industry. We have operations and customers in 3 continents. And we are about to open up a whole new market. So I don't tell you any of this so that you'll be impressed with me or with our business. I tell you this because we believed. We had perseverance, and we just went for it. I'm sure that your years at Hult have been the same thing. The times when you turned in papers late or you were late for class, you still made it here. You persevered, and you had that same belief. Number 2, believing just isn't enough. You have to suit up and show up. So it might get you to the starting line, but it doesn't carry you the rest of the way. For that, you have to show up every day and do the hard work that you know you're capable of doing when nobody's watching and nobody's clapping. This summer, my family and I were out west in Wyoming, and my wife and I woke up early one morning to climb a mountain. We hiked up 6 miles to about 3,000 meters, 10,000 feet, which to a lot of you from around these beautiful places in the world, that may not be very high, but to us living at sea level, it was quite a mountain. And I'll tell you how we got to the top that day. It was not in some big leap. It was not in some heroic moment. It was just suiting up, showing up, 1 foot in front of the other. We took a step, and then we took another one, and after a while, we were standing on top. And that is the secret, 1 foot in front of the other. That's a degree, that's a life. 1 foot in front of the other and not quitting. So number 3, don't put your head down so much that you miss the wildflowers. And I mean that literally. The trail we climbed that morning was lined with wildflowers the whole way up. And we didn't just walk right by them. We stopped and we smelled those flowers and we took in the view. And it's really interesting, if I look back, and I promise not to drag on a TED Talk because I know that we've got the TED setup going on down here. But my career has been a series of switchbacks. I started out, I went to Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. I worked for a NASA administrator. I interned for Jean Kirkpatrick, the first woman to serve as United States Ambassador to the United Nations. And I was convinced I was going to be a lawyer, and my parents were really excited about that. But I moved to San Francisco, and technology got a hold of me, and I think they got over that because I had to pursue a career in technology. So I quit my job, and I took a job at a big tech company, and then another one, big ones, small ones. Eventually, I discovered that I really enjoyed the startup world. At my last job, a friend and I saw a gap in the market, and we decided to go for it. My wife and I had just gotten married. I quit a well-paying job, and I made nothing that first year. And the next year, the same thing. And then the 2009 financial crisis hit, and I'm sure some of you have read about that in some of the textbooks, but it wasn't pretty. But my business partner and I believed in what we were doing, and I think we were the only ones that did. So we changed our business model, as Dean Mortimer said, where we only got paid if we succeeded. And it turned out to be the perfect model in a down economy. We bought a small software company, and we turned ourselves into a technology business. And we thought we were on our way to greatness. But then we realized our software was being commoditized by Salesforce.com, and we stood to lose everything. But while we were busy building this software company, over $1 billion in payments had been flowing through our software. And we realized that that was truly where the value laid in our company, and we found someone who believed in that as well, and we sold our company. 20 years of entrepreneurial endeavors, ups and downs, and I'm still learning, still adjusting, and finding out that value isn't always where I think it is, and that failure isn't failure unless you don't learn from it. Number 4, there is no destination, and you never really arrive. There's a short piece written by a man named Robert Hastings, and I heard this right around the time I was graduating from college a long time ago. It's called The Station, and it goes something like this. We spend our whole lives on a train looking out the window, and we keep telling ourselves that the real thing, the happiness, is just up ahead when we arrive at the station. We say, when I finish school, then I will have arrived, or when I graduate, then I will have arrived, or when I land my first job, when I start my own company, maybe when I sell it, or when the next one actually takes off, then I will have made it. I have said every single one of those things to myself, literally every one, and I'm sure a lot of you have, and I'm sure your family and friends have as well. But here's the truth I've learned. There is no station. There is no one place where you get there and someone hands you your life or your career and says, hey, you made it. The station keeps moving. It's always just up ahead. But the joy is never at the station. The joy is in the ride. It's this right here with your friends and your family and the people you love you and the Hult community supporting you. This is the real arrival. So don't wish your whole life away staring down the tracks, waiting for something, waiting for a station that likely isn't coming. So carry these few things with you. Believe especially when no one else believes in you. Suit up and show up and do the work, one foot in front of the other. Pursue your dreams, but don't forget to smell the wildflowers. And enjoy the ride, because the joy, the lasting joy, is not at any station or destination, but rather in your journey, your climb. I'm not some retired business guy standing up here trying to sling out life advice at you. I'm living these things right now in my business, at my home, and in my life. So if I leave you with one thing today, I'll say this: find something you can be passionate about and pursue it with determination, and be gritty about it. Believe in yourselves and don't quit. Whatever happens after that will be great, even the failures. So take this moment, look around you, soak it in, carry this passion with you from this summit moment, from this station. But as you walk up here, get ready for your next adventure. It's out there. You did it. Let's take those next steps. Congratulations, graduates.
It is now time to recognize our graduates and confer their degrees. Our students will receive their diploma and cross the stage individually to be recognized as proud graduates of Hult International Business School. As the graduates approach the stage, they will be preceded by Hodges Scholar recipients, as well as the student commencement speaker selected to represent their academic community. The speaker was selected based on merits of academic achievement, a high degree of engagement in the Hult community, their personification of the Hult ethos, including global citizenship and growth mindset, and their commitment to making an impact that matters. This graduate will offer remarks on their Hult journey before leading their fellow graduates across the stage. Each graduate will be individually recognized by name. I'm proud to present the class of 2026. Aviral.
To the Hult faculty and staff, to the families who crossed oceans to be here to sit in these very seats, and to the only people who will ever really know what these 4 years were like, the class of 2026. 4 years ago, a couple hundred of us arrived at this school from more than 100 countries, and not one of us knew what we were walking into. We didn't share a language, we didn't share a plan, and somehow, out of all of that difference, we built ourselves a home, farther from home than most of us had ever been. Kurt Vonnegut once wrote that unexpected travel suggestions are dancing lessons from God, and almost all of us got the exact same one. Mine came as an email that said, "Come to Boston." Most of us showed up chasing a plan, a degree, a career, a 5-year version of ourselves that we could already picture. What none of us knew yet was that the plan was never the point. I got here 2 years after I lost my dad. I was 16 when he passed away to cancer. I had no plan and not much of an idea of what I was doing. Hult gave me a full tuition scholarship anyway. For a long time, I thought the scholarship was the gift. I had it backwards. The scholarship just got me in the door. The gift was this room. The gift was all of you. And you showed up in the parts that never made the brochure. It was the nights in Hult Center that turned into mornings, when you'd look up at 1 a.m. and see someone still going across the room, and you go, "Yeah, me too." The vending machines out of Red Bull by day 2 of the finals week. The mock fire drills in February that sent all of Hult House 10 floors down to the sidewalk, freezing with someone always in their shorts and no slippers. Laughing, because what else can you do? None of it was impressive. All of it was where we actually grew up. And what a business degree can't quite fit on paper is that you arrive certain that the way you see the world is simply the way the world is. Then you sit across the table from someone who grew up on the other side of the planet, looking at the same problem you are, and landing on the exact, completely different answer, and being completely, maddeningly right. We didn't study a global perspective here, we argued our way to one. But if you ask me what I'll actually miss, it's not any of that. It's the first night at the docks when a few of us who'd only known each other for 6 hours decided we were family, and turned out to be right. It's the Friendsgivings for the people who cannot fly back home. It's the way the hallways at campus fill back up after every break, and the sight of people sprinting across it to hug someone they'd missed. I'm going to miss those moments, and I don't think they come around twice. To our families, thank you. So many of you did this from half a world away, betting everything on a version of us you could only picture from a distance. To our professors and all the other teams who supported us, thank you for the patience it takes to let 100 stubborn people fail, get back up, and become someone. And to our coaches, every one of us was given someone here whose whole job was to be in our corner. And if there's one relationship that each one of us carries out of Hult, long after the classes and the grades have faded, I think it's that one. So thank you, Tim and Tanya, for being in mine. I came to a business school looking for a plan. I'm going to actually go on and build on what President Lilley said. 4 years later, here's what I've actually learned. The plan is not the point. The world is going to ask you, time and again, where you see yourself in 5 years. Have an answer, but don't fall in love with it. Because none of the things that have ever truly mattered to me were ever on a plan. I never planned for this school. I certainly did not plan to meet the people in this room. I certainly did not plan to come to this city. Neither the time that I got with my dad. You don't build a life by planning it. You build it by showing up, staying open, and holding on to the people who show up for you. And honestly, I do it all over again. Every 7 a.m. alarm, every impossible deadline, every ordinary day, just to stand in a room like this one, with people like you, one more time. And there's one person who'd understand that better than anyone, our old dean, Mo. If he were out there right now, I'm so sure that he'd just smile and say, "One more time, my boy." So, class of 2026, one more time. We made it. Congratulations.
Thank you, Avi, for those great words.
I'm excited to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor in Business Administration. Aviral Narang, with distinction. Mia Pena, Hodge Scholar. Anna Maria Kushkuskaya, Hodge Scholar. Cristina Ramirez Libertella, Hodge Scholar. Clementine Charvet, Hodge Scholar. Janya Majan, with distinction. Arthur Colgotten, with distinction. Babakar Chiem Naji, with distinction. Alfreda Diaz Niederer. Juhi Gore, with distinction. Francesca Sabah, with distinction. Elsa Emmanuel Otanes with distinction. Avi Engbrecht with distinction. Candela Yang Arigi Sola with distinction. Emiliano Asaro G. Andres Elizondo. Alexander Caballo. Hugo Esperanza. Tongrok Lee. Francisco Gonzalez Montenegro. Claudia Esarabano Bonilla. Cindy de Oliveira. Ashisha Busnet. Beatriz Matscote. Anel Camacho Gongora. Evelyn Esther Velesque Perez. Kirill Goranov. Kenara Elder. Daniel Anusa. Alejandro Emiliano del Palicho Baruti. Jonathan Clifford Apid. Isabella Marie Cruz Sanchez. Angelo Capalbi. Keanu Labad. Deponch Lother. Ana Sofia Robles. Daniel Bozgar Akrami. Hayan Zochitra. Kaya Lynn Tellis. Jalea Myasia Spearman. Hapsatu Fati. Katie Liang. Carolina Galindo Mendoza. Isis Guzman. Roshikesh Reddy Sadi. Gaurav Paaja. Krish Panvalkar. Atarava Chinchalkar. Andy Yobu Foltsu. Jorge de la Mora El Cori. Juan Esteban Bustos Baledan. Brandon Stanley. Bianca Feliz Figuero. Charlotte Rebecca Marion Walls. Junior. Just junior? Junior. Chase James Stepan. Charles Murphy. Juliana Moscaso. Fiza Morales. Iris Belan Patan Gonzalez. Amira Nezea Karim. Kevin Theodat. Anna Machuca. Christopher Blake Mori. Agrim Mithal. Rafael Penradia Anario. Pinyapat Sawet Arasi. Owen Kamo Gashuji. Tommaso Facciuli. Ritsuko Rashida with distinction. Kawan Sapianya with distinction. Pine Pio with distinction. Paulina Moran Gencon with distinction. Sabrina Ramirez Libertela with distinction. Magia Fernanda Verga Rodriguez with distinction. Maria Armia Palacios Vega with distinction. Paula Bora Sanchez with distinction. Mayank Kumar with distinction. Sebastian Guerrero Heraldez. Sebastian Flores. Nestor Gabriel Placina Pereira. Santiago Alberto Goreba Castillo. Saad Abdullah Afrida. Max Paez Bataille. Menli Karbayeva. Maria Beatriz Canamara Atash. Michelle Easton Ward. Laura Garcia. Zeno Sarbu. Philippe Talarar. Vittoro Borello. Sofia Gandara de la Torre. Pam Yue Zhong. Philip Wang. Susie Han. Nibiu Faisal Tesagai. Noah Gobiahu Zerahon. Miguel Valente Moreira Ratu. Martin Gamara Pasano. Sahana Mahishwari. Vansh Dagar. Zahid Acosta. Ryan Camille. Sophia Sassi. Rim Sadfi Bolaxis. Sophie Greta Cecilia Alme. Matilden Hellstrom Nordahl. Spencer Park. Miguel Fabrice Pastor Frontera. Wenhain Bao. Leonardo Caruso. Felipe Andre Alba Alvarez. Mohamed Diallo. Ismael Regalado Ponce. Fernanda Cruz. Daniela Ubera. Marita Fernanda Arce. Sofia Genaro. Igor Vincent.
I feel like I've given diplomas to all my children. It's my honor to certify today's graduates for their Bachelors of Business Administration. Will you please rise and remain standing? Graduates, rise. Acting on the recommendation of the faculty and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Academic Board, the New England Association of Schools and Colleges, and the Ashridge Memorial Trust, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree earned with all its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Thank you all for sharing these years with us, and we hope to continue to see you involved as Hult alumni. As always, I leave you with the promise to work very hard to make the diplomas you earn increase in value. Like we are of you, we want you to be proud of us. We're at the end of this stage of your journey, but also the start of another one. In a moment, we'll begin our recessional. I will invite our faculty to start, followed by our newly minted graduates. We ask that family and friends remain in their seats until the platform party and the graduates have exited. As graduation ends, please join us for a reception here on this floor, on the first floor of this auditorium. Come to celebrate our graduates, meet our faculty and staff and administration, and hear from our global dean, Dr. Martin Bohm, of all three of our campuses. So class of 2026, you're already risen. You truly represent a global generation, and I know you will do for Hult, your families, and yourself very proud. Now, in the United States, we have a very special tradition at the end of graduation. You've crossed the stage, you've received your scroll, you've shaken our hands, and now it's time to throw your hats in the air. Congratulations, class of 2026. Throw your hats in the air. Okay, we're going to begin. Okay, we're going to begin the recessional. Can you please? We'll meet you at the back of this auditorium.
On behalf of Hult International Business School, congratulations to the class of 2026. Please join our graduates and their families and friends for a champagne reception in the auditorium. Glasses will be available as you make your way downstairs. We invite everyone to raise a toast to the newest members of the Hult alumni community. Congratulations once again, and thank you for being here to celebrate this incredible class.